Oh, thank you.
Howdy, Richard. Richard, pleasure. Richard, what do you do with your
Nice to
company?
meet you, Richard.
What's your title?
CEO, yeah.
CEO, great. I'm
Okay.
Gabby.
I'm the COO.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Gabby.
Thank you so much.
Ellie, CMO.
Thank you.
Okay, nice to
Manfred,
meet you.
CFO.
Ellie,
Super.
CMO.
Nice to meet you.
Manfred.
Nice to meet you.
What was yours again? Can you say it again?
CHRO.
Thank you. Just a second here to set up.
Take your time.
Thank you. Time's completely over. Just so you guys know, my name is Rob. I am a general manager and fiscal steward of a mid-cap manufacturer here on Long Island. And my partner Rose, and she'll tell you who we should. This is our first time
Yes.
doing this as well, so we're looking forward to this. Rose, you want to give me?
Yes, I'm Rose Davis. I am a business education teacher at Uniondale High School.
Has anyone done this before in your group, or?
Oh.
Nice. Moved up, clawed your way up to the corporate head, huh? That's great. Okay, guys, just so you know, when we get to, if you get to 9 minutes, I'm not asking a question, I'm just gonna let you know. And if you get to 9 minutes and 45 seconds, I'll give you this so you can wrap it up. That's up to you. There is a penalty for going over your time. And that's to help, so if you move on, you know too that they're gonna really judge you on that. So we're supposed to try to help you with that, cutting you off. Not yet ready, give me 1 minute. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, whenever you guys want, please start.
The average American spends around $3,000 every year on transportation.
The average commute takes around 52 minutes every day.
What if there was a new, eco-friendly, compact, and convenient way for you to get to your destination? Well, now we have the solution. Bandboard. Hi, my name is Richard Lee, CEO of Bandboard, and this is our team.
Hi, I'm Gabby, Chief Operations Officer.
Hi, I'm Kristina, Chief Human Resources Officer.
Hi, I'm Ellie, Chief Marketing Officer.
Hi, I'm Manfred, Chief Financial Officer.
Imagine, you live in an apartment building in New York City and you need to get to work. If you have a car, it could be parked far away. Taxis and Ubers take too long to get to you through the rush hour traffic, and subway entrances are too far or in the wrong direction. This is a common issue for the 8.6 million people who live in New York City. The New York Public Transit Association says that 56% of people use public transportation every day. People traveling to and from work, school, and running errands are constantly spending money and increasing their carbon footprint with each small trip. Our board allows people to get to and from where they need to go without having to cram themselves on busy trains and buses. With an increase in environmental awareness, our boards are both eco-friendly and convenient. Our goal is to solve 3 major issues in today's metropolitan society: transportation cost, convenience, and carbon footprint. Our board is a one-time purchase that allows people to just charge their board once and bam, they're good to go instead of constantly having to buy bus and train tickets. Our boards are convenient and allow our customers to ride on sidewalks and bike trails instead of the busy rush hour traffic every day. Our boards are compactable with their convenient foldable quality and allows them to be stored under desks, backpacks, and in lockers. Made out of bamboo and other eco-friendly and recycled materials, our boards are perfect for our young, eco-friendly markets. Thank you.
Bandboard began its operations on October 15, 2019 as an LLC in New Hyde Park, New York. On our websites, our customers would have the option to choose our premium package and our beginner package, both which include safety equipment and a lightweight foldable deck made completely out of premium bamboo, which allows any rider to quickly fold their board and store it away. Our mission is to provide an eco-friendly, compact, and convenient way of transportation. This message is in the heart of every Bandboard employee to ensure that our customers will continue to buy our products. Bamboard is composed of 20 hardworking employees, based on with a hierarchy where the C-suite, Gabby, Manfred, and I, sets tasks for the continued success of Bamboard. The team of managers from each department acts as a bridge between the employees and the C-suite. Bamboard is fortunate to have many strengths. One being that our product aids in leading an environmentally friendly way of life by using eco-friendly material and recycled material for our deck and our wheels. Like any company, Bamboard has several weaknesses. One in particular is the current trade war with China. Because of this, our bamboo will be 50% more expensive than usual. However, our finance team has efficiently priced our product in order to combat this. Bamboard also utilizes many opportunities. One of these is, for instance, our market has grown in popularity for 50% in 2019 and will continue to grow in 2020. Like these opportunities, there are also several threats. Malfunction due to misuse, battery issues, and other issues could occur. However, fortunately, our company has product liability insurance in case any customer gets injured, and we also have a 1-year warranty. Thank you.
The skateboard industry is estimated to reach $2.4 billion by 2025. It is expected to continuously expand due to several factors, such as cost-effective travel and environmental concerns. Our industry's compound annual growth rate is 3.8%, and in 2019, the unemployment rate was 3.6%. So this is the lowest it's been for the past 10 years. Such a low unemployment rate indicates an increase in disposable income. This means that more people will be willing to spend their money on luxury items such as Bamboard. Our company faces 2 major real-world competitors and 2 virtual competitors. Our 2 real-world competitors are Citi Bike and Riptide. Citi Bike is a big competitor for us because they're based in the same areas that we market to. Riptide, on the other hand, is an electric longboard like Bamboard, but it is not foldable and it's not eco-friendly. Our portability and environmental concerns push us ahead of our competitors. We also face 2 virtual competitors, Altitude Extreme Sports and Skateboard. Both these competitors provide an electric longboard like Bamboard, but again, their boards are not foldable. Our convenient storage is what differentiates Bamboard from all of its competitors. Lastly, Bamboard is not all about just solving travel problems. We are very concerned with the well-being of wildlife. The endangered species list is growing at a constant rate, and we are trying to slow that down. We will be donating 2.5% of our profits to Pandas International, a panda reserve based in China. Thank you.
Bamboard's 2 target markets are young adults ages 22 to 28 living in metropolitan areas and college students aged 17 to 22. Our one-time purchase alternative will attract both of our markets because they will no longer have to rack up a large bill due to paying for other forms of daily transportation. Since our board is easy to use and a quick mode of transportation, it won't add to the already prominent stress that both our markets face from their heavy workload. Also, due to the limited space that both college students and people in the workforce have, our foldable board will be easy to store and carry. Finally, our boards are made of eco-friendly materials that appeal to both college students and young adults who are looking to limit their carbon footprint. Bamboard hopes to differentiate from the stigma that skaters need to wear certain clothes and have a certain personality. We hope that we will attract customers who are both tech-savvy and sophisticated, and we hope that our customers will view our product as innovative and modern. Our company has assessed various risks. Our first risk concerns importing supplies. If we import our supplies from only one vendor and they are unable to provide us with the supplies we need, it will stop our productions and prevent us from shipping orders to customers. In order to combat this risk, we will be making sure for every supply we are purchasing, there are multiple vendors in which we will be receiving it from. This way, if one vendor is unable to provide us with the products we need, we will still have other ways in which we can get them. Our second and final risk is fraudulent orders, which are large orders placed with a stolen debit or credit card. Fraudulent orders create a lot of unnecessary problems and costs for our company. In order to prevent these orders from being placed, if there is an order for more than 2 boards, the customer will have to confirm their order by email. This way, even if their card is being used by another, the person will still be able to cancel the order before it goes through. Thank you.
Bamboo launched with an initial amount of $20,000 and a loan of $150,000 from the Long Island Central Office. We used this cash to pay for one-time fixed costs such as computers, furniture and fixtures, and office equipment. Bamboo's balance sheet proves that cash is our most abundant asset, which makes up to 85% of total assets. This indicates that our company is doing an exemplary job at managing our assets to meet operational costs and to increase cash. The cost of our product has been determined by researching real-world companies in the industry. These expenses include the cost of goods sold, utilities, and the accumulated depreciation of our fixed assets. Other expenses are determined using standard rates provided by Virtual Enterprise. Bamboo's break-even point is calculated by dividing our fixed cost by our average cost per unit subtracted from our variable price per unit. To break even, Bamboo has to sell 1,100 units. Fortunately, Bamboo's gross profit margin is projected to be 75%. With a high profit margin, we expect to break even before April 2020, with total accumulated sales revenue estimated to be well over $1 million. In our first 3 months of operations, we have already accumulated over $50,000 in online sales, and this number is only going to increase due to trade shows in the months of January and April and out-of-network sales. Thank you.
With just one charge, one fold, BAM! Just roll.
Beautiful, guys. 9 minutes, 58 seconds. It sounded like it. Okay, I definitely enjoyed that, that's for sure. Very, good. I got a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Okay. You guys went in as an LLC, and because my first worry was your liability, but you said you picked on liability. Why'd you go LLC?
Could you go back to the slide? Yeah. For one, we wanted the flexibility of like taxes, so we didn't want to get double taxed, which the LLC prevents. We didn't want the corporate tax, for the corporations. Yeah.
So can I assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you guys don't really have a vision of making this a public company? This is going to be a company that you guys are going to grow and keep in the future. Then maybe if you sell it off, that's another thing. But you're not looking to go public. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Thank you. Here's a marketing question. You talked about sourcing your bamboo and everything else, but we didn't talk about any of the components. Like, I don't know what the product is. You told me what it is. There's no visualization or drawings, which is okay. Mm-hmm. This is how we are. So help me understand. Is this motorized? Is this a more cool or more sophisticated motorized skateboard? Just give me a little bit of it.
If we can open our website, we have it on the other page. Our boards is a motorized board. Mm-hmm. So we have our two boards, our beginner package and our pro package. So it is a remote controlled board that allows you to change your speeds and keep it in a comfortable speed setting for you with a motor and a bamboo deck. So yes, it's a motorized electronic.
Where are you guys going to assemble these? That's okay. This is for us to understand more about. You're allowed to come up with it as we go. So what do you guys look to? Do you see you guys doing this overseas where the bamboo supply is greater and then move it in as a finished good? Are you looking to import the bamboo domestically or somewhere else as a component and then build from it? What are you guys' thoughts on that? And it's to anybody. There's no wrong answer.
I think we're looking to import our bamboo and use recycled and environmental friendly materials from here. So we're getting our bamboo from places like China and importing it here and assembling the boards here.
Okay, great. I loved a couple of things about the Panda International, that you guys actually made a commitment of saying 2.5% of profit. We hear people say we're going to, so that's a wonderful commitment. How do you advertise? How do you obtain your customers? Where do you find your customers?
So we have a few social media sites. We have Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, all of those, where it's best to reach. Since our market is younger individuals and the millennials, it's easier to reach them with social media by like paying for advertisements on Instagram so it shows up on their feeds or their explore pages, or also having them follow our accounts and like be trade shows.
Are you guys looking, and just to help me understand, because this is obviously I'm not in your demographic, I think you went to 22, I just missed. But do you guys do videos, or are you planning on doing videos, or virtual videos, or?
One thing that we were thinking of that was cool that we just didn't put into the presentation is to have a YouTube account where you can show customers like how-to videos with their boards and show them like cool tricks you can do and stuff like that.
I think that's wonderful. Sorry for the marketing.
It's okay.
But any thoughts of, you have short-term goals, you have long-term goals. Any thoughts of attaining licenses to increase your market share, going and getting a, I'm not sure if Disney's the right one here, but I'm into Rick and Morty or something a little bit cooler. I'm a Rick and Morty sorry. So, but something like that. Any thoughts on that on the you guys, or do you feel that the product itself won't need a license from a brand?
One idea that we had was using our younger target market, so which is more college students, and having just having certain colleges where like we have our boards that you could, there's different companies at certain colleges that have like bikes and electric scooters that allow you to like take the, like rent the bike or scooter and then just lock it and leave it where you left it through an app. So we thought we might be able to do something like that in the future. So like sending it to certain colleges.
I have one more question, but before I turn it over to Rose, I thought the fraudulent orders and the break-even slide were just absolutely top-notch stuff. It doesn't mean everything else was, but the enthusiasm and really the detail was just great for all of you guys, so congratulations. One last thing though, but I can't let you off easy, is you said you spent basically all your seed money, unless I got this wrong, so correct me, on fixtures and equipment, but there was really no mention of marketing or product or anything else. How do you know this is going to be successful unless you have a prototype and have let people try it out first and do a little market test? If you spent your seed money here, how are you guys going to obtain enough money to get a prototype going?
Well, we didn't use all of our initial cash on furniture and computers. That was just used as an example. We still have about, I think, 100,000 in leftover money that we can use to prototype our board and to show it off in the space show.
So now let me follow up with that since you handed it to me. So how did you raise another 100,000? Did you guys do advanced sales? Because you started with 20, you spent some of it.
Yes. So in our first 3 months of operations, like I said, we've made over $50,000 in online sales.
Okay.
We also are thinking about making out-of-network sales through VE, which will approximately make like $200,000 of sales for us.
Can you say that one more time?
We're also trying to branch out and do out-of-network sales from VE, which will approximately make like $200,000 worth of sales for us.
Great, and how long of a time period? Per year?
We're going to branch out to other companies, which we have to, and we're planning on doing this in the next 3 months.
Great, thank you. Guys, thank you so much. Those are all the questions I have. Do you have any?
Yes, I may have missed it, but are there any examples of your prices?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
It's the product slide. Up. No, package. Yes, it's right here.
Okay. Do you have a return policy?
We have a 30-day warranty. Return policy. We also have a 1-year warranty. So if anything bad happens to the that's our manufacturer's fault, we could return it free of charge.
You took a couple of my questions, actually.
Okay, Sharon, you do that, right?
Angel investors, how many angel investors do you have? What is the, how would you break it down with the angel investors as far as the investments?
Did you guys have an angel investments? I think is what we're looking at. You got the
Yes.
20,000.
Yes.
Then you went and you raised some revenue by some, either GoFundMe or some kind of a fund to raise $50,000. Was there anybody that you reached out to say, hey?
We currently do not have that, but our financing is working really hard to try to find those angel investors, make a presentation for them, and actually execute it.
Can I add on to your question? Have you guys thought of reaching out or partnering with any of the city bike type of companies? You talked about how on campus they do this. So you start doing that. Also, how do you protect yourself? How do you stop one of these large companies from saying, "This is a great idea, let's go do it"?
There are companies that do have similar products, but we are the only foldable electric longboard. So inquiring for something like a patent that would protect us from other companies stealing or using our design is what we would do to try and prevent that.
Okay, great. You might want to just put that in your budget numbers
Yeah.
because it's such a cool, unique idea that someone is going to come and steal it from you.
Yeah.
Great.
I noticed the last 3 pages, the financial statements are pretty
A
much,
little blurry.
yes, you can't read them at all.
You hide
So
yourself.
just, that's just a comment that I wanted to make.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, guys, just remember that when you move forward, that you really have to self-edit yourself. The presentation is wonderful.
It was, yeah.
The product is very cool, but just always keep in mind who your audience is if you can. Yeah, we're not cool and hip like you were, and boring. And so any visualization of somebody on the board or something like that would be great. One of the things, this is not part of your grade, this is just a little bit of feedback. One of the things that you might want to talk about, I thought you did a great job, I remember, you all did a great job, I said it, but in the beginning, talking about what some of the reasons and the rationale, I thought that was very strong about, hey, we're gonna cut down on carbon footprint if you live in the city. One of the things you might want to add to that is garage parking for your car is absurd. You know?
Yeah.
I have friends who pay $900 a month just to park their car in a place. So that's an issue. And when you talk about being on the subway, it's dirty and it's horrible. And so feel free to say, you know, who really wants to start their day off in something like that when you can, you know, be outside and get some fresh air and enjoy it. And one thing to consider, I don't know if there's an answer for this, but if you move on, you're certainly going to be asked this the next one. Are there any laws prohibiting your type of vehicle on a sidewalk? Because if you're in rush hour and in the city, there's not a lot of movement. So that's one thing you just might want to research for the next level.
Yes.
Okay, any other thoughts?
How did you determine your selling prices?
So we know that due to the trade war with China, we know that the cost of one of our main resources, bamboo, is going to be higher, and we wanted to maintain a high profit margin of over 50%. So we made our prices based on the expenses, based on our cost of goods sold.
Okay, guys, take a breath, relax. You
Yes,
did very
yes.
well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very cool.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
Great
you
job,
for your time,
guys.
very
I have
well.
something for you actually.
Oh, wonderful.
Business card.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
You
so
had
much.
it in your
Well done.
pocket, huh?
Wonderful.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Wonderful
you.
job.
Are you guys all seniors?
Good luck to you guys.
I'm a senior.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Gotcha.
Thank
Great.
you very much.
Wonderful.
Good luck to you.
You can't tell.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
All right,
guys.
thank you.
Thank you.
Got it?
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Good luck.
So we need to
All right.
turn this off.
Thank you.
I can't see the top.
And I'm seeing that from road.
Yeah.
That's why.
Right.
I don't know what this button is.
Gotcha. This is
I can't see the top.
Yeah, so if they could add something to show how cool it is or anything.